There's a nursery rhyme out there, for kids, that goes, what are little boys made of? Slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails. Okay, aside from it being inappropriate to make children out of things you cut off dogs, it's just not possible to do that. What about girls? What are they made of? Well, it says here, sugar and spice and all things nice. Patronising that did not age well. So, we're not going to rely on outdated nursery rhymes to figure out what things are made of. We're going to hold a wrestling battle royale, for science. The year is 1500 BC, and we have our first contender entering the ring. Hailing from Lebanon, we have Moccus of Sidon. He boldly enters the ring and says, maybe stuff is made of smaller bits we can't see. What a way to start the match. He's strutting round the ring until, who's this? It's the infamous Greek tag team from 400 BC, Leucippus and Democritus, the laughing philosopher. Named so because he was famous for pointing things he thought were stupid and laughing. Probably not the most popular guy back in the day. So what have they brought to the ring? Moccus looking worried now. Stuff is definitely made of smaller stuff, and the smaller stuff cannot be broken into bits. Well, that's the end of Moccus. Back to Sidon for you. These two are looking strong now. Democritus is pointing at Moccus and laughing. Well, I guess Democritus has got to Democritus. But these two are looking overly confident. They've made up a name and are chanting, atoms, atoms. The crowd pick it up. But what's that? They're also saying the world is flat and not a sphere. Ooh, the crowd did not like that. Maybe our next contenders will knock them down a peg or two. Who's it going to be? It's 1897 and it's none other than J.J. Thomson, the British scientist who went to university at 14. If you're 14 and watching this, you are now officially a loser. He's looking good. What's that he's brought to the ring? It's an electron, a small ball of negative charge. The smaller stuff that can't be broken into bits, the atoms, are large blobs with these electrons stuck to them. That shut Democritus up and the Greeks are reeling. They did not expect that and they're gone. JJ, a clear crowd favourite now, they love him. But maybe not for long. It's 1908 and we have a new competitor enter the ring. Hold on, it's another tag team. The German Hans Geiger and the New Zealander Ernie Marsden. Despite appearances, Geiger was not a Nazi. Hold on, okay, he was a bit of a Nazi. Anywho, they have their manager with them, the old war dog Lord Rutherford, not Cliff from Cheers. He's looking confident with his new guys. JJ not looking happy. Let's see what they've got. Geiger's got the tools and Marsden the skills, and most of the atom is space, and there's a really, really small bit in the middle. Ouch! JJ did not see that coming. His one blob idea is not holding up now. He's hurting, but with the crowd cheering him on, has he got anything left in the tank? But the newcomers are not done yet. And we're calling the middle bit a nucleus. And it's curtains for J.J. Thomson. It seems we have a victor. Rutherford is going nuts. Woo, the drama. So everything is made of atoms, including little boys and girls, amazingly. These atoms stick together like bogies in snot and make up everything we see about us. And the atoms themselves, well, our man JJ nearly took it, but they're mostly just space with a small nucleus in the middle with a bunch of electrons flying around it. Rutherford figured if we scaled the nucleus to the size of a football, then the electrons would be flying around the edge of the stadium if the football was on the centre spot. I imagine he went to some really boring football games. About the time when everyone was figuring this out, World War II kicked off and suddenly every scientist was very interested in new and exciting ways to blow up and kill as many people as possible. Luckily for everyone, the Germans thought nuclear weapons would never take off, and so they just sat around and argued about the physics, our friend Geiger included. Or maybe Geiger decided not to give the worst people on Earth the best weapons. Who knows? We'll sleep sounder assuming all scientists are at heart lovely friends of humanity. One thing the mass-murdering branch of science did figure out was the structure of the nucleus of the atom. It's made of two fantastic-sounding things, a proton and a neutron. The neutron was discovered last, which is why it is called a neutron. These two small blobs are almost identical, except one is positively charged by the same amount that an electron is negatively charged. Charge is just something like shape or colour. It is what it is. Now things of different charge pull together. This is why the electrons are flying around the atom, they're pulling at each other. Things of the same charge inconveniently push each other apart. So to keep the nucleus from flying apart, these neutrons act like the glue sticking the protons together. A bit like if you threw a half-chewed toffee into someone else's popcorn. That's a neutron. Though, if they notice, just whisper, "Science!" and I'm sure they'll understand. Everything is made of atoms, and the atom is made of a nucleus and electrons, and inside that nucleus are protons and neutrons. This is a Tom, this is a Tom, and this is a Tom. Even that sentence is made of atoms. Yep. Pretty much the golden rule in any situation is to not bring up the Nazis if you can avoid it. So thanks for that, Geiger. Thanks a lot.